What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Frontline. I'm Chris, he's Mike.
Hey, guys.
And we're back once again, continuing and concluding our recap and coverage of E3. The last panel dropped today. It's Mike's favorite company. You can see he's wearing the hat.
Yep.
It was the Nintendo conference. First time Nintendo's been at E3 for a while. The past couple of years, Nintendo kind of decided not to go to E3. They decided to do more videos on the Wii or videos, after E3, promoting and showing off trailers of their future games.
Yep.
This is the first time that Nintendo actually did show up at E3. However, like their previous conferences, though, it was not like on stage. I mean, I'm sure that they showcased it at E3, but the entire conference was like you'd watch it on the Wii U or anywhere else. It was all video from beginning to end. It was an hour, and yes, I admit it, I watched it. It was an hour. I saw it pop up. I said I had to try it. Well, that's okay, because Michael did something after the conference. We'll get into that at the end, and we'll talk about we'll recap our thoughts on the whole conference at the end. Now, there are two games that were announced after the conference. I'm going to throw those out there first.
Oh, I thought you were going to go in order.
Two things real quick.
All right.
One was a multi-platform game, and that is Sonic Forces. It's going to be all over. They previewed it, actually. They showed some gameplay afterward on the PlayStation. So it's going to be cross-platform.
And Shadow was in it. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
It will be on the Switch. And then for the 3DS, because they didn't do any 3DS games at the Nintendo conference, they're bringing in a new Metroid game, Metroid Samus Returns. There was a trailer they released. See, now, this is what bothers me, and Michael and I noticed this after we did our conferences. Now, we're covering what we saw at the actual conference. But what happened, and we noticed this after Jay was talking about it, after the, for example, PlayStation conference, there were other trailers after it that happened after for previewing and showing off other games like Crash Bandicoot, like we didn't see that, Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, like I said. There were a bunch of games that they showed trailers of that weren't at the conference. So I don't know if anybody's noticed this. And I do want to urge you guys, once again, go check out this post. If you're watching it on YouTube, go check out comicfrontline.com. And underneath this video, any game trailer that comes out that was not talked about on the conference itself, Jay will be doing the article and the trailers for all the games underneath this video. And I would even urge you guys, if you haven't, go back and check out the other conferences we did, because Jay's been posting any trailer that's come out for any company. For example, like I said, Sony, there are a lot more trailers to games that we didn't talk about that were not at the conference that are coming out for the PlayStation or multi-platform. So definitely check this out on comicfrontline.com, because anything we don't talk about that wasn't at the conference but they did share trailers at E3 will be on comicfrontline.com. And a little bit of a post again to let you guys know, if you want to talk E3, this Friday, Dark Avenger Live is going to be dedicated to talking about and discussing E3. So definitely, if you're around on Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Michael and I will be on, and we will be talking all about everything, recapping the entirety of E3.
Yes, we will.
But now, it's Nintendo time.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is officially Nintendo time, and Nintendo started their conference off, like I said, hellos and everything, gave us a little intro video, and then we got into the first trailer. And it was for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I've not played Xenoblade 1.
I've seen gameplays of it.
I have too. Our friend Ryan, 0 Hit Points on Twitch,
and Shamar Chapman
have both played Xenoblade on YouTube or Twitch. Definitely check them out. But other than that, I've not had the opportunity to play Xenoblade. It looks really cool. I did not really care for the voice acting, though.
The voice acting was a little bit okay. Like, I did see what they're bringing to the Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that. Like, I didn't play the first one, and it's not something that I would really get. Like, maybe I would like see as a gameplay, but it looks pretty cool for Xenoblade.
It does. It looks like I need more. I think this is one of those trailers where I have to say pending. This game is definitely pending.
Definitely.
For sure. Then we got Kirby Switch. Now, it's called Kirby. It's called Kirby, but when I looked up the game, because I wanted to make sure, because usually, you have to have a surtitle, because there is an actual Kirby game. So any game that had a one-name basis, basically you put Switch after it. So Kirby Switch.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really good. It looks like they took all the aspects of Kirby that we all know and love, the tree, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and we're getting a new game specifically for the Twitch coming out in 2018. I'm very excited for this game. I really... There aren't that many... I'm sorry for interrupting you, and then I'll let you go. There aren't that many games for Twitch for the Switch right now. So I really do want to have a nice library. I want to have that feeling of assurance that, yes, if you have a Switch, we're making games, we're going to really buff up your library, we're going to give you guys what you want and more. And I feel like when we started seeing a lot more of these trailers, like first it was Kirby, I felt like, okay, so we're going to start getting some classic characters and new games.
Yeah,
again.
and Kirby seeing that was really as classic as it can get.
Mm-hmm.
You still got the transformation of transforming into whoever you want and everything. And, you know, I've played lots of Kirby games, you know, in the past, like with Dreamland and the Crystal Shards on the N64 and lots of other Kirby's in years as well.
Oh, this is definitely going to be something we grab in 2018.
This one, I mean, even Ellie's been playing it also.
Yeah, we have this on our wish list for sure. We already put it on our wish list. When we get a date, we usually wait for a date before we pre-order, because you never know if a date is pushed even further forward and then you forget you made the order, or if it's earlier and you're like, oh, I'm not ready to buy it yet. So that's why whenever we don't have a definitive date, we don't pre-order, but we will be getting Kirby when it comes out. It looks amazing. The trailer looked great. Pokken Tournament Deluxe. Now, this is just like what they did with Mario Kart 8. This is just like what they're going to do with Super Smash Brothers at some point. This is just like what they're going to do when they move over...
other games as well.
There's one other game that they said they wanted to move over that's on the Wii U. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But yeah, this is basically the next one that they're moving over. Deluxe, better graphics, more characters, additional features. Now, I personally did not really care for Pokken Tournament for the Wii U. I feel like we bought it, we played it a couple of times, woo, and then we kind of just lost interest. Because it's Tekken meets Pokemon.
Yeah, and they also said that there was going to be a tournament sometime this week, but that's in somewhere in New York City. I think at Nintendo New York.
And they're going to be doing... That's one thing I like that they mentioned, and I didn't put it down as far as our game list, so I'm glad you brought that up now. They're going to start doing... Nintendo's going to start doing tournaments. They're doing it for Pokken. They're doing it for Splatoon 2, which is coming out in a month or so. And I'm sure they showed... I know they showed some gameplay, and again, it was not at the conference, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting that game because I got the first one.
Oh, good, because it's pre-ordered.
Oh, good. So I'll be getting that then.
So they're going to be doing worldwide tournaments, and they actually started it at E3 for Splatoon. And I like that they're doing these tournament things now. Hopefully they could do it from... I mean, we could do it from the comfort of our own home. You know, we have the wonders of the internet now, where you don't have to go somewhere or go cross country to go to a tournament.
I'd like to go to the tournament.
Hey, look! I mean, going outside out of state.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's...
So, I like the innovativeness that they're doing with their games that can be made like a tournament.
Yeah, I mean, for gamers like us that play video games and that love the tournament and the whole feel of it, I mean, whether you win or lose, it's still having a great time, you know, playing the games. I mean, that's at least what I think. So, yeah, they're doing that for, you know, Pokken Tournament, like you said, and lots of other things. They already did for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So now they're going to be doing it for other games.
I believe Pokken Tournament... Oh, and the creator, now I didn't put this down either. Did you see he said there's going to be a new Pokemon game, an RPG-esque Pokemon game. No name. It's not ready yet. He said maybe next year. He said they don't want to even say the name of the game until it's in production.
All right, so that might be at the next conference.
E3, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Good. Definitely. So we're going to get a new Pokemon game, a new type of Pokemon game.
Yeah, but I don't know. Some fans said that they were a little bit...
Slighted?
Disappointed about that because they said that, okay, you said it, but they wanted to hear what it might be about because you just heard that they're working on... I mean, I'm not saying me. I'm just saying there were some other people that I've heard from them of what they said.
Personally, I'm willing to wait, but that's me. I'm not really a hefty, I need to know Pokemon news immediately. So for me, it's like, okay, when they're ready, they'll tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we didn't get a trailer. We didn't get any gameplay. We got the biggest teaser. For all you Metroid fans that have been begging Nintendo to make a new Metroid game, they said that we're done after Metroid Prime 3 because it didn't get well reception. I know our friend Alan is very happy to hear. other than the 3DS game that I mentioned before, Metroid Samus's Return, at the conference they did leave the teaser and title Metroid Prime 4. And that's all. And it says 2018. So it's probably going to be holiday of 2018. And next E3 we'll get the trailer and the gameplay.
Definitely.
Which is cool. I hope they drop the trailer before E3 and give us gameplay at E3 next year.
They might. I mean, you never know. I mean, just because they show the title,
I'm
never
happy.
know when they might do
I'm
that.
really happy. See, now we got Kirby. Metroid is coming back, so we got Samus.
And lots of people were wondering about there was going to be another Metroid, so Nintendo must have heard them.
Yep. So we got Metroid, we got Kirby, the promise of a classic Sonic, because everybody was pissed off with Sonic Boom, so that means they're just ignoring Sonic Boom completely.
Thank God.
And then, after that, we got Yoshi Switch, which is basically, if you like Yoshi Yarn, or Yarn Yoshi, or
Yoshi Yarn. But I think it was also a mix between that and Yoshi's Story
right.
Of the whole direction thing. It looked with the eggs.
Now, if you were to say Little Big Planet here, I'd agree. Basically, it's a two-sided world. You can go in the background, you can be in the forefront, you could turn the world around. It looked like a little bit of a Big Planet because it had the backgrounds were like cardboard cutouts at times, and it looks really, really cool. So we got a new Yoshi game now, and Cindy's very happy, by the way, because she loves Yoshi. So we got a Yoshi game. We got Samus. We got Kirby, and then Fire Emblem Warriors. We got Fire Emblem.
Yes.
So now Fire Emblem is coming out with a game for the Switch,
and we got to hear Mart's English version. Yep. We heard him in English, and it was awesome. And the whole gameplay, like the whole fighting with all the swords and everything, just unbelievable. It blew my mind away when I saw that.
Yeah, I really thought it looked great. I'm not a Fire Emblem person. It's more his thing. But again, it looked really good, though.
Yeah, I really want to get that game. I'm thinking of really getting that and playing that for Frontline Gaming Zone. That's going to be something really huge and really awesome in the Fire Emblem franchise.
Right. Then we got Legends of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
That's all you.
They told us what was going to be in the 2 expansion packs. You can get both expansion packs now for $20 each. I believe they're $10 each. $20 for the set or $10 each, which is basically the same thing.
No, wasn't there one that was coming out June 30th and then the next pack was coming out during the holiday?
Right, during holiday.
Yeah.
The first expansion pack is going to be the Master Trials, which is pack 1, and that's going to have a bunch of stuff in there. And then the second pack is going to be the Champions Ballad.
Yeah.
Champions Ballad, which looks really cool as well. And they also teased the Elite Four, or whatever 4 gods they have. All 4 of the Elite Warriors are going to be amiibos.
Yeah, I kind of saw that coming, really, because when you put it that way of like showing characters, you kind of had to see, because Link already has his own amiibo from Super Smash Bros. And also Breath of the Wild as any other accessories that came with it.
I'm glad that they did make mention that there are more amiibos, because you don't want Nintendo to forget about amiibos, especially after how much work they put into them, and the fact that they use them for the Wii U, they use them for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but it's just that the waves that come out, and then the next wave of them that comes in, it gets even more money. You know?
And more games equal more amiibos. Every time a new game comes out, there's a new amiibo that follows it. I'm sure there'll be Kirby ones again, Yoshi ones again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know there's going to be some Samus ones when Metroid Prime 4 comes out. They're just not announcing it yet.
That. Oh, and don't forget Fire Emblem. You know, there's going to be
Fire Emblem. They already started the Fire Emblem ones.
Oh, well, there you go.
For the 3DS.
So, that's going to be something.
But anyway, the DLC for Zelda looks awesome. I can't say anything right now. I'll say it later, but I would definitely love to get my hands on the Zelda game, as well as the DLC that comes with it. It looks like it'll really add to the experience. I mean, anyone who got a Switch when it first came out, Zelda came out at the same time. So by now, I would predict that a good amount of people finished the game. So now it gives them a reason to go back to it in June, and it gives them a reason to go back to it after June in the holiday season for the second pack.
Indeed.
Awesome stuff. I love Zelda. Anyone who knows me knows I love Zelda. Then we got a little bit more of the Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle again. They made mention of it. So if you missed the Ubisoft conference, there's your intro.
I think they added a little bit more to it than what we saw yesterday.
They added a little bit more in the trailers, I think. Still looked amazing. We've already
really
pre-ordered.
amazing.
Oh, by the way, Yoshi, no date yet. We didn't pre-order it. Fire Emblem, same thing. Zelda, I would love to order that game soon. What other games? Metroid Prime. There's nothing except the name in 2018.
Raven Rabbids and Mario.
We did pre-order
that.
We did pre-order that.
That's coming out in August. For those of you who didn't see our talk about that in yesterday's conference, that's when the month of the game release. I think it's August 9th, was it? It was somewhere in the beginning of August.
Rocket League is officially coming to the Nintendo Switch. Those are the little mini cars where you play like a soccer game. I believe they're on the regular consoles already. This is their first venture into Switch. And it looks interesting. I don't know if I'd get it on release. I might wait for the price to go down a bit.
I would too, actually.
But I'll probably end up getting it.
Oh, is that the one where they get the goals and the thing?
And they had the metal ball and they showed the Mario hat.
Yeah, because they promoted that with the ARMS video game as well. And that game looks fun.
So we'll probably end up waiting on that, and we're going to end up waiting on ARMS too. I mean, they did show trailers of ARMS. That's, again, it wasn't at the conference.
Well, if I have a little bit, and I could get ARMS.
Well, it's up to you.
I'm just saying in the future.
Then they ended the conference, of course, with their #1 game. The game that they finally gave a release date for, Mario Odyssey. We got to see gameplay. We got to see movies. We got to see more background. And then we got the release date of October...
Oh, October 21st? I believe it was
somewhere in October.
But I have to say this, though. The first time I saw it, it's like, I'm seeing like a dinosaur coming. I'm like saying, I guess they're not going to show Mario. Then when I saw the hat on top, see, here's the thing that I like about Super Mario Odyssey. And this is why they put the word odd in Odyssey. No pun intended, really. I like how when you could use the hat...
Like, the hat was possessed by a ghost, which gave Mario ghost abilities, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, but I'm also saying I like how you can use other things. Like, you could be a bullet bill if it's coming.
You can possess, basically. It's possession. You can possess them.
So I like how they're actually going in that new direction. But
I see a few religious people hating the fact of possession, but...
Yeah. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I like the new direction they're going. I mean, it's not like a Mario Galaxy where it's like forward. It's more like a Super Mario 64.
And I did watch gameplay. I don't know if you saw the gameplay.
I did see it.
There are multiple objectives, and it's just like Galaxy where, yeah, you can get this amount of moon I guess it's moon pieces or moon
pieces.
And you can finish the game, but if you want to 100% the game and unlock, I guess, the secret world, there's... I think the guy was saying somewhere around the roundabout of about 3 times as many stars as you need to complete the game.
Well, yeah, there's always the secret ones, then the objective one, and I believe...
And the story ones.
Yeah, but I saw purple coins when again. I'm like, no, please. Why?
And good news, Michael. Good news, Michael. You don't have to go back into the stage for the purple coins. They're there from the beginning.
I know, the very first stage. Like, you have to do everything on that stage. And you know what? I actually like that.
It promotes discovery.
And it promotes discovery also.
And I don't think there's a time. Was there a time limit? I don't think they had time limits on the stage. I didn't pay attention to that.
But I like how also when you flip the hat, not only it collects coins, but if there's like a big goop or something like that, when you throw the hat, it actually clears the path and everything. Yep. And also there's another thing. Like, you know how when you fall down, usually like they have that climb thing where he holds on to the ledges? They don't do that. Like, I saw some people like go off the ledge and he doesn't like hold on like he did in 64 and the 1 and 2 Galaxies. Like, he just goes right off. So once you go off, and then you gotta go back up again.
Maybe. I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he doesn't have the grip. Maybe he does have the grip. Maybe
he does have a grip, and maybe they didn't put it in development.
But
I don't know.
Odyssey looked amazing. Yes, we pre-ordered that. That looked sick.
And you know, I'm glad it's actually not coming out the holiday and it's coming out in October.
Me too.
So that way I don't have to wait until November or December when it gets completely sold out. Because you know, all Mario fans, it would be sold out completely.
Yeah, and then now the conference ended with that. And then after Michael saw the conference, he immediately went to look on Amazon to see if the Nintendo Switch was available, because we all know, you know, it sells out a lot. They had it in stock, and let's talk about who bought a Nintendo Switch.
Well, that's 2 thumbs. This guy.
Mike got a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah. I am not waiting until after Raven Rabbids and everything was going to come out in August. I was not going to wait after that. I said, you know what? I have it now. Why don't I just get it? Do an unboxing.
It was cheaper. It was on sale.
Yeah, an unboxing of it, which will be on Duderock 18 of my channel, and do it all together. Because there is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that I am planning on getting. There's Bomberman R that I want to get also.
Tetris Polio.
Tetris Polio. Maybe Ultra Street Fighter.
You mean Street Fighter 2?
Or Street Fighter Ultra 2?
I don't know. It was number 2.
It's Street Fighter something. I know Kevin has it. And, I mean, 1-2 Switch. I mean, it's a fun game. You didn't play it yet. You didn't play it yet. It's fun.
It got low reviews.
It got low reviews. Are you kidding me? It got great reviews.
What about Breath of the Wild?
Well, that's your game, Breath of the Wild. And then Cindy's game will be Yoshi. And then Ellie's game might be Kirby, and so on and so forth. I'm talking about the games that are out now.
Zelda's out now.
Well, you can get Zelda now.
You could get Zelda now.
Maybe we could get a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
And all the other things, you know? And ARMS, too. You know? Not ARMS 2. ARMS as in TOO. You know, ARMS. And Splatoon 2 also. Too many 2-2s.
I did pre-order Splatoon 2.
Good.
So...
But I was really satisfied with this conference. I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was good. I was very surprised by it. It gave us, you know, it's like, hey, we have a new system. We're going to give you a little bit of all of our, you know, all of your more beloved Nintendo characters. Samus, Kirby, Yoshi, Mario.
I'm telling you, every time I look at the hat, I keep thinking the eyes are going to come out because I'm so used to it.
Yeah, we had the Legend of Zelda add-on, Fire Emblem, Pokken Tournament getting its deluxe version.
I wonder. Hey, at least I tried.
Mike losing his mind.
What do you mean? I was just trying to see, you know.
One thing I'm kind of disappointed with is we didn't get anything on the virtual console, though.
Yeah, there was nothing about that. Usually they give, like, at the eShops for
they talk nothing. There was nothing on the virtual console.
That's the thing I was kind of a little bit disappointed with, because usually they do that for every Nintendo.
I was a little bit disappointed with that, too, because you want to see... to be able to, especially because the Switch is little cartridges. You can't use the Wii U games or the Wii games on the Switch. So
it's not backwards compatible.
No, because it's all little cartridges. So you would hope that there would be a way that you can do that.
Unless like they should have done what, like put like a little disc thing on the bottom, and then put the cartridge down. I don't know, but I mean, hey, I'm looking forward for the Switch. I mean, and you know what's good about the Switch, though, is that unlike the Wii U, you could actually bring the gamepad with you, and you don't have to stay here in front of the TV frequency-wise. You could take it wherever you want.
Right, because the Nintendo Switch is basically a handheld device that just happens to connect to your TV.
Yeah, and the Joy-Con
is awesome. This was an excellent end of the convention. The convention's still going on. It'll be going on until Thursday.
Yeah, because Wednesday and Thursday is the E3 gameplay.
It's all gameplay, podcast. There's going to be teasers and trailers and whatnot dropped all throughout. So we'll be keeping an eye on it. But this was the final conference. EA opened it and Nintendo closed it. And I'm glad that Nintendo's back at E3. I want Nintendo, even if they don't do an actual on stage, which they will at some point, I'm sure, again, when they got a lot to talk about. I'm glad they're back at E3, though. And I thought that we started off really strong. Got a little disappointed with a couple of conferences, but it ended strong as well. Absolutely. The conferences were excellent this year. We got a lot of games that we're looking forward to, a lot of games that we've pre-ordered already, all across the board. And... yeah, Mike got the Switch. I'm ready to go back to Xbox, get my Xbox Live, so I'm ready for when the exclusives come out for Xbox. So yeah,
these conferences, we're game ready. We're gaming and we're just getting ready to go.
So, we hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said again, if you'd like to talk about any of this, Friday, the 16th of June, live, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dark Avenger Live. It will be an E3 exclusive live show. We will talk E3 all throughout the show, and then that is going to be the show. So if you'd like to talk E3, come on over. Come check us out. Come talk with us in the comments, and we will discuss games we're looking forward to, games we were disappointed with, conferences we were disappointed with, conferences we loved, the surprises, the awe, the reactions.
Yes, and also please don't forget, if you haven't checked out our conferences we did before this of EA Sports, Microsoft,
Ubisoft.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the
Bethesda.
Thank you. Ubisoft, Sony, and if you're watching this one, Nintendo. Just be sure if you haven't seen all those conferences yet of our opinions and stuff like that, go check those out.
And also, don't forget, if you're not watching this on comicfrontline.com, if you want to see trailers, go over to comicfrontline.com. Jay has been grabbing all the trailers and putting them underneath this very video right here on frontline.com. So you guys, if you missed the trailers, can check them out below. Like I said, I'm sure he added Sonic Forces. I'm sure he's going to add Metroid Samus' Return and more. More stuff. Like I said, Sonic Mania. There were trailers. Crash Bandicoot is on the Sony one that we missed. So anything that wasn't at the conference will still be underneath this video.
Yep.
And with that, that's it for this video, guys. We are Comic Frontline, your #1 source of comic-related news, reviews, and as you can see here, a whole lot more. E3 2017, great job. A surprise around every single corner from conference to conference. Awesome stuff. Cannot wait for E3 2018. But till then, if you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that sub button down below. This way we're in your sub box and you don't miss out on a single video. We have many live shows each and every week, at least 3. So there's a notification bell somewhere over here as well. Click that. This way you'll be notified when we go live, especially this Friday because we're going to be talking about E3.
Yep.
And yeah, check out Comic Frontline for even more Comic Frontline goodness. We got lots of articles on there, like this E3 post right here, which will have what we've said already a million times, and more. Till then, guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and we will see you guys really soon in the next video.
Here we go.